So as I'm starting to record this video, it is currently 7:36 a.m. Pacific on Monday, January 30th. And the reason I bring that up is because we have less than one day until Season 10 ends, and as of my recording this portion of the video, the game has not given us any information on when to expect Season 11. Now, as I do every Monday, I'm going to take some time, answer some of the questions you've sent the channel, and talk about things we truly hope to hear from the game this week. What's up, my YouTube family? Welcome back to the Gaming Brigade. And after I recorded that first portion of the video, I decided to take a quick second, go grab some coffee, come back. And in that time, the Division actually put out an update. And as you can see, they say that the launch of Season 11, Reign of Fire, is set for February 7th. Watch our February 6th live stream for details on what's to come. Get updates by following us on Twitch, and they leave a link. And as always, I will leave that link in the video description down below so you can check it out. Now, I did a follow-up question. And by the way, this is a perfect example of why you want to double check your tweets before you send them. Don't ask Siri to do all the work, otherwise you're going to get a grammatical hot mess like this. But anyway, it should have said, and to clarify, does Season 10 still end tomorrow, or is that extended one more week as well? Thank you, and I did get a response saying we will be extending it by 1 week with a maintenance tomorrow. The post is scheduled for later today. Now, the good news is that for those of you that have a few things you still need to accomplish in Season 10, whether it's finish the seasonal reward track, whatever it may be, now is the time to make that a priority. And as far as the holiday event goes, I'm not sure if that's going to be included with that 1 week extension, but as Daria mentioned, they are going to be doing another post later today. So once I have that information, I will bring you an updated video either later today or tomorrow. Now, this is going to be a pretty short video, my friends, but there happen to be a few things I'd like to go over really quick. The first of which being talking about the Dark Zone and the changes that are happening there. And as all of you know by now, they are introducing the Ravenous, the Bighorn, and the Eagle Bearer as targeted loot in the Dark Zone. Now, one thing I want to point out, and you can see at the bottom, they say, right now, the drop chance of these three items is set to be similar to the exotic drop chance on Heroic in DZ. It will be monitored and adjusted if we find it too generous. So what I strongly suggest, and I know for a lot of PvE players out there, this is going to be quite an adjustment. It is going to be the Wild West, but I really think that initial week when this comes out, that's when you want to try to do your farming before any changes may or may not be made. That way you have the best chance of hopefully picking it up. Now, the other issue that pertains to the Dark Zone, which I've been talking about for a few weeks, has to do with targeted loot. And we all know that right now in the game, targeted loot in the Dark Zone is not contaminated, which means once it drops and it's a piece of targeted loot in that area, it goes directly into your inventory. You do not need to extract. Now, you can see back on October 18th, we decided to keep the targeted loot uncontaminated for the time being. Now, what I think may happen, I have no ideas yet, we may find out later today, but that may change. So my strong recommendation is over the next week, make sure you are checking your map on a daily basis to see if there's any targeted loot in the Dark Zone that's linked to something you're looking for. I'm talking to those of you that are trying to get, the Dark Winter SMG or the Death Grips. Keep a lookout for the SMG logo, the glove logo, the 511 logo. And again, those are just two examples, but I know for a lot of you out there, you've been trying to get those items. So right now, just in case they make the change, now is the time you definitely want to farm the DZ. Now, coincidentally, one of the questions a lot of you sent the channel, and I did not have an answer for this, by the way, at the beginning of the video. I'm glad the game, put out this information. But the question was, what were my thoughts behind the fact that we only had one phase of the PTS, and did I think that was going to delay the launch of Season 11? And honestly, I did. I did not think we were going to be getting it next week. I'm happily surprised. And like many of you out there, I'm looking forward to seeing what else the game says later today. And when this launches, I am expecting some bugs, a few tweaks here and there that need to be done. But I'm happy that we seem to still be on track. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know. With all that being said, I'm going to start to wrap this up. I want to take a moment and thank you all for your amazing support of this channel and remind you, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well. But most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.